Hello, everybody. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in to our lunch break segment. I'm gonna see if Sheeta's on here so that we can get started with our lunch break segment. I'm Nikki for those that don't know. We're just waiting for Sheeta. Let me see. So we do this every Thursday, y'all, at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. And we just like to go over the latest news stories that we find that need to be told, or things that we find interesting that others may not know. Hey, Shauna, how are you? I'm waiting on Sheeta to join in here. And then we're going to get going. Okay. There goes Sheeta now. Okay. Let me see how to request it. I'm trying to see how do I invite. Sheeta, see if you can request it. I see you joined. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I have to do that. Okay. I see it. Okay. I think she's requested me. Okay. All right. She should be in here in a second. Hi, Sheeta.
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, Shauna's on here too.
Hey, Shauna. What's going on, girl? How's your Christmas and everything been?
Yeah. Oh, Lisa just joined in too. Thanks for all the support, everybody.
Yeah. My eyebrows look so bad.
Girl, you look fine.
But yes, so we're here every Thursday, y'all. Welcome back. We go live every Thursday here on Instagram. So if y'all don't already know, we go live every Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you've missed our live for some reason, you can always go back and watch the replay either on our Instagram, on our Facebook, or on our YouTube channel, which is Real Conversations with Sheeta and Nikki podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So you can always catch it if y'all missed it.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. There go Mary. Hey, Mary.
I hope everybody had a great holiday, a safe holiday, all that good stuff.
Yeah. How was yours? Yours was good. I know you got a lot of gifts and all that good stuff.
Right. Well, I didn't really get, well, it was more for like the kids.
Yeah.
Kids got everything they wanted, on their Christmas list. And, I got to show you something. Carlin had bought me something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mary, our holiday was good. I didn't do nothing but sit on this couch. That was it.
Girl, Carlin bought me this tumbler. I don't know if you can see it.
Wait a minute.
It's got like our picture.
Oh my God.
Yes. It's like green and I don't know, is this green and purple or pink and green or something?
Yeah.
But it got like a lunch break live on it.
Oh my God. Come on.
Yeah. I was like, this is so cute.
I love that.
I was like, okay, because we exchange our gifts on New Year's Eve. Like we dedicate Christmas to like just focusing on the kids or whatever. So me and Carla don't exchange gifts on Christmas. We just exchange it on. We wait to New Year's Eve and me and him exchange our gifts.
Oh,
so he gave me this early, so I should be getting another gift on New Year's Eve. But I was like, so nice. He said one of his co-workers made it. They got
Yeah,
green on there. I was like, okay.
that is so nice. I love it. Black love, y'all. Black love.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So how was
yeah,
yours?
I just sat in this house, honey. That
Oh,
was
that's
it.
good.
That's all I be wanting to do,
Hmm.
Sit in the house, chill out, unless I'm going out,
Right,
lunch
right,
or
right,
brunch or something. But with
right,
this doggone Omicron stuff, which that's one of my
right.
stories,
Mhm.
Yeah, y'all, this is getting crazy out here for real.
Right,
I don't
right.
know
Yeah, I
what's
think right. I think we all just been in the house. Like since
happening.
Christmas, we haven't went nowhere. Like we've been in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, it's like you really nervous and scared now. I feel like with myself, like I just don't want to, because I mean, before, like you was already, Mary says, really bad in Ohio. I believe it. This whole thing is just crazy. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's
It
just
is.
terrible. Yeah, I don't want to go nowhere. And then Lisa, if she's still on here, she said she's back to double masking and stuff.
Really.
And she's in Texas, so yeah, it's crazy. I guess I'm glad that I went to Texas when I did, because
Right.
it wasn't as bad then, or we didn't know what was going on. But like now, we really back at square one. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
Right.
those that's out there, y'all really be careful and stuff. I'm in the house.
Yeah, me too. I might go to the grocery store, but that's
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, and that's the crazy thing. Like people don't think too, like when you go to the grocery store, they don't even sanitize these carts or nothing
Right.
like that no more. It's just like everybody seem like they just got lenient. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it's like
Yep.
now if you want to sterilize it, you can, but it seems like a lot of times people just back to just let me grab a cart. I'm guilty of that too sometimes too. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Mary said her
Mhm.
church service was canceled. Yeah, and I saw TD Jakes cancel
Right.
his New Year's. And I applaud
Mm-hmm.
him for that too.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I saw that too. So,
Yeah.
things are starting to get more restricted, you know what I'm saying?
Um,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is when I go into my story, it seems as though the people are more or less restricting their selves, like, congregations, like churches or, some of these businesses, but it seems like these higher ups, like they just like do whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I'm saying that, I'm speaking of like the government or whatever, which,
Hmm.
child, I don't know. It's just crazy out here.
Yeah, it
But
is.
yeah. But yeah, I
That's
guess
what
I
it
can
is.
jump into my first story if.
Okay.
So
Let's get it
y'all,
started.
the
Oh,
city.
and then we didn't mention, so last
Oh,
week we didn't we last week we if y'all don't know, we picked a winner for our giveaway.
mhm,
However, we the person didn't respond. So we gave them, part of the rule was to respond in 48 hours. So that person that won didn't respond in the 48 hours. So we are at the end of this live going to choose another giveaway winner
mhm.
at the end of this live. So if y'all were entered into the giveaway and you weren't picked the first time, then you do have a chance to get picked again because we
Mhm.
still doing it. So we're gonna
Yeah.
do it at the end of this live. So I just wanted to mention
Hmm. So good luck to whoever the winner is. We're going to be.
that.
Okay, y'all. So the CDC is now shortening the recommended isolation period from 12 days to 5 days if they are asymptomatic, following by 5 days of wearing a mask around others, stating that the transmission of this virus occurs in the early stages of the illness, generally 1 to 2 days prior to you having symptoms. And that's
Hmm.
for vaccinated people. Now, The same rules apply for unvaccinated people or individuals 6 months out from their second dose of the vaccine or more than 2 months after you've had the Johnson and Johnson, or if you haven't had a booster. The only difference is that they're enforcing strict mask use for an additional 5 days. Now, I have a lot of problems with that, okay?
Right.
Because, first of all, initially it was 14 days. Then y'all went from 14 days to 10 days. Now y'all saying from 10 days to 5 days. That's just ridiculous to me. And what I'm thinking is like, how can y'all go to 5 days seeing how worse this variant is? Every variant is getting worse. So why would you shorten the isolation period, for one? Second problem that I have with that is, okay, they're saying strict mask use for unvaccinated, the people that don't have the booster or the Johnson and Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You should be strict masking it anyway if you've just had this. You know what I'm saying?
But my question is, what does strict masking, what does that mean?
I mean, right. What is the definition of that? Is that you wear it everywhere? You wear it in the house by yourself? What does that mean? You know?
Right. Yeah, because some people wear, the cloth mask. Some people wear the hospital mask. Some people wear the N95 mask. So it's like, what does that mean by strict masking? Like, do you have to wear a certain mask? Like, I just feel like there's a lot of loopholes in that, to where it's not really giving like detailed information as to exactly what to do. Because you just saying strict masking, I don't know what that means.
Right.
Like, if you telling me that, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing, but I don't know no difference.
Right. Lisa said, what? They know more because they've had time to do a little research, but this is a fluid situation. Yeah, this is just beyond to me. And then the second thing is they're saying that if you're asymptomatic. Okay, just because if I was asymptomatic and I passed it on to somebody else doesn't mean that they're not going to be asymptomatic. You know what I'm saying? They can get sicker than I do. And asymptomatic would mean that you don't even know that you had it. You're just getting tested because you're around somebody else. So say, for example, if I was around somebody and I got it and I was asymptomatic, but I'm around my 82-year-old mother, then 5 days is good enough because I'm asymptomatic. That don't mean she's going to be asymptomatic if I give it to her.
Yeah. Because that's the problem. Every time, whenever someone is affected by it, you don't really know how the virus is going to mutate and respond to that person's body. And then you can have the virus, just because you have the virus once, doesn't mean you can't get it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah. And then this is something else that I have found it too. And I found this interesting. They said a UK study found it that the booster loses its effectiveness against Omicron 10 weeks after the initial shot. Dr. Fauci says it's too premature for a fourth shot. Research has found that the booster will protect you longer against the Delta variant. So basically, if you're getting this booster, you got about 10 weeks of coverage before they're saying that it's really like it's only effective in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? 10 weeks. After that, it's lost its effectiveness.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like,
I don't even know what to say. It is.
Girl, I need you to have a seat at that table, Rashida. We talked about this last week, okay?
Yeah, it's just getting to a point. They just,
okay. Yeah.
I just think it's still new. So it's like, I don't think people are really gonna know about this virus fully until maybe 10, 15 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's only what, year 2? We're going on 2 years now, so it's still new. Like usually researchers have years and years to develop a vaccine, and this is just, everything is happening so fast.
Right, exactly. Mary says she gotta go. Okay, Mary, see you later. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? They should have been doing research about this before. Because when this happened 100 years ago, with not this particular strand, but whatever this was, they should have been keeping that on their radar. Like they supposed to be smart people up here. They should have knew that this could happen again. And then they showed a clip, Don Lemon on CNN, where Obama was saying that it is a possibility that an airborne virus can arise when he was president. So Lisa said they've been doing it. What? Doing what, Lisa? Keeping secrets.
Right. Right. They good for that, child.
Oh, Lisa sent a request to be in the live. Let me.
Oh.
Okay, y'all. It's gonna be 3 of us. Okay. Can 3 of us come in here?
Yeah.
I said accept it. Oh, okay.
Hey. I'm in here putting my shoe rack together. But I mean, they have been doing research. When Donald Trump got in office, he fired all those people. He never had the government fully staffed. So it was like January, let's say 17th. I don't remember when he got inaugurated, but January 17th, you were working on this. January 20th, you lost your job because he didn't see that to be a priority. So can you imagine you in the middle of your research? Because that's what they say China was doing. Like they have been studying coronaviruses for years. So that's why when they started making this vaccine, what people don't realize is they didn't just put some peroxide and vinegar together and say like, oh, this is something new. Like they just continued their research, but then they had to move it at a more rapid rate because now it was actually in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's compared to like you get little petri dishes of certain things. So like most of this, I do blame on Donald Trump for 1, the lies, for 2, firing the people who actually did the work. 3, he talked down the scientists. So now people don't even believe what's being said to them. I hear more people talking about what their friend said. And I'm sorry, if your friend read and I can see your lips moving and you count with your fingers, you can't tell me about nothing. So you can't keep listening to friends. And it's such a fluid situation. So since we don't have a handle on it, every time the research dictates one thing, the mutations change. And now you over here like, well, they just said this. Yeah, but we were talking about this variant. Now this variant is coming. And honestly, we got to wait for the next variant. Because this won't be the last. Because in Texas, baby, we open. Like when I go out, like to the grocery store, all you hear is people coughing, and you know what I'm saying. Like they're setting up testing sites on the street. Like I'm driving, and I just see some nurses on the corner with the testing stuff. So I'm just like, man. But
that's
I don't
crazy.
really think it's going to change for a while because one is so much misinformation, so that when you hear the truth starts to sound like a lie because it's already somebody breaking it down like, that's not what they said. How do you know? Do you watch any news or do you listen to what your friends say? So I mean, you gotta find a reputable source. And like, I've been watching the news every day since Donald Trump got elected. So I do feel like I'm a member of the cabinet because, I've watched him do his thing. But it's like, I remember laying in the bed February of 2020, being sick, thinking like, what if I got this? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't hear it on the mainstream news. You heard it like on what they call the mainstream news. You didn't hear it for weeks. So those weeks went away. Donald Trump put us in lockdown. And then because he got pressure from the people, he decided like, oh, well, I'm going to let the kids run the show. We don't know what's going on. Don't let us run the show. We're not ready. We just out here grasping at straws. And now here we are 2 years later, and it's worse, and we can't get a hold of it.
That's true, though, because I just think about Rashida when we was at work. We didn't know what was happening. Remember, I had went to the hospital. They told me to just hurry up and do my paperwork and leave, and I was not to come back. And I was just like, wow, y'all kicking me out because we didn't know really what was going on. And then they told me to come back. And remember, we was sitting down and we was just trying to figure out, like, what is happening.
Right. It happened. Yeah, it was all happening like so fast. Because I remember at my internship, like when everything had first got out about the virus and stuff, I was at my internship. And at first, I just came to the internship doing my work, and then all of a sudden, it was like, no, you can't. It's like you have to start packing your stuff up, clean your desk off. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go back home, like you know what I'm saying. And we were all like in the office together. And it was just like, you know, everything we're gonna have to end the internship. Like my internship just stopped abruptly. Like everything just stops, and I was just like, well, what is going on? What is happening? Like, it was crazy. It was. I remember that day, Lord. It was a crazy day.
Yeah, it was. And then I think I like what Lisa said about they've been doing research. I don't think that's talked about because that's something I feel like I never even knew really until you said this. I didn't know.
I don't know, because you said they was doing research on the COVID-19 or the previous coronavirus
in general, like COVID-19.
Right. I knew that
because it's a guy. I cannot tell you his name. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Probably like I saw this right at the beginning, and he was talking about it, and he was able to say that the way this thing replicates, he was like, it probably started in at least about November of 19. And so by the time January and February hit, that's when they started noticing certain things because of China covering a lot of stuff up. So even when they went to Wuhan to try to get a handle to see the lab that it came out of, they had already cleaned it up. And one of the doctors, he died. He died of coronavirus, but he died. So that's how you know they were doing this already. And like somebody from that clinic, supposedly, I mean, all this is kind of hearsay because you'll never really know unless you are in the thick of it. But like, I'm gonna find that guy and send y'all that podcast. He's working with Donald Trump. I mean, not Donald Trump. He's working with Joe Biden now.
Okay.
He talked about coronaviruses, how they operate, how they replicate, kind of like exponentially, like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, da 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 da. So like, he talked about all of that, but you don't really see that. Like you don't get that information because as much as I watch the news is sensationalizing. It's something that is sensational because every moment is breaking news. Every moment you see somebody talking about, oh, breaking news. And you know what I'm saying? Most people, when it was first breaking, they didn't see that. So now you back up 2 years, you feel like you walked into an algebra class and you just finished like multiplication. Like you're not prepared for this algebra when all you know is addition, subtraction, and multiplication. You don't even know division yet. So like, remember when they told us not to wear face coverings because they hadn't determined that was something. So because they didn't tell you, and then they told you, now you're like, well, you said don't do this. Now you say do this. Well, it took some time to understand like how things work, like how far, if they say 6 feet, but when we talk spittle or whatever you call it, it can go as far as 11 feet. But I mean, you can't switch it up and say, oh, you got to be 12 feet apart now. Because now people are
Right.
confused. So every time new information comes, you get confused. Like, but you just told me. Because we're so
Mm,
used to everything being laid out for us. With this
that's
situation,
true.
I mean, when the variants change, the way we looked at the virus changes. So it's no longer like we're looking at alpha or beta. Now we're looking
Mm,
at Omicron, as the hood folks say.
As the black people say.
Right. So we're looking at Omicron. And when we go to the next one, what we learned about Omicron may be a little true, but then it's
mhm.
going to add something. And
Yeah.
everything going to change again. So we just got to kind of just sit down. Just go sit down somewhere. We pay all this
Yeah.
money to live in these houses, and we always want to be in the streets. Get what you
Yeah.
need and go to your shelter and enjoy your money's worth.
Right.
And start
Well,
paying it forward when it's over.
I was gonna come back out there, Lisa. No, just
Well,
you ain't coming out.
you're going to have to quarantine in a hotel for you vaccinated. So I'm going to give you 7 days because you vaccinated. I'm going to give you full
You
10 or
gonna
14
put me
days.
out in the streets like that? That's a shame. I'm
I'm like,
done.
Right. At
girl,
this point, you can make up your own regulations, okay? 7 days, 8 days, 6.5 days.
I mean, you know what? This should be teaching us how to self-regulate ourselves. Like, we got to learn
Yeah.
how to self-regulate and stop just out here, just living. Like,
Mhm.
self-regulate. Like,
Yeah.
be right.
Girl, well, thank you so much for the information, honey. Whew,
Yeah.
child. Okay. And for y'all that don't know, that's my niece, y'all. Okay, girl.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, I ain't got
Let
to
me
do that.
see. How do
You
I
gotta
click
do
it? I don't know.
remove
I
her.
think,
Can I do
yeah,
Yeah.
that?
let me see. Oh, I gotta click the X at the top, right? Let me see.
Let me see if
Oh,
I
I'm
can
scared
do
to
it.
click it. You see that? Okay. Look, this is why I need you here, Sheeta, with me.
Yeah.
I be forgetting.
Yeah.
Girl, so that was a good discussion, y'all. Let us know, too, in the comments. Feel free to always join. Let us know what y'all think. Whew.
Right.
But yeah, it's
Right.
getting crazy. So
Yes,
what
it
you
is.
got, girl?
Yeah, so this is another COVID topic.
Uh-huh.
So there's actually a government funded program called the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which is a FEMA program.
Uh-huh.
And I actually read this article, and it talks about how families of people that families of individuals that have passed away from COVID, they can actually apply for this FEMA program
Uh-huh.
and get funds for their funeral.
Mm.
So it was actually a family out in Boston, and their son-in-law had passed away in March of
Uh-huh.
I would say last year
Uh-huh.
from COVID,
Uh-huh.
and it was unexpected, and they actually didn't have the funds to actually pay for his funeral.
Uh-huh.
So they said one of the family members had found out about the FEMA program that helps families pay for funeral costs
Uh-huh.
for individuals that have passed due to related COVID-19 deaths.
Uh-huh.
It said that um, they were saying that a lot of people hadn't used or tried to utilize this type of fund or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And let's see. It said as of December 6th, about 226,000 people had shared in the nearly 1.5 billion
Uh-huh.
that FEMA has spent on funeral costs that occurred after January 20, 2022.
Mm.
the date of the first confirmed case of COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
It said that with the nation's coronavirus death toll topping 800,000, it's clear that many families who are eligible for reimbursement have yet to take advantage of the funeral benefit.
Mm.
So I think it's something that's not talked about, or maybe people don't know as much,
Mm-hmm.
about this. Because I know, we going on 2 years of this. A lot of
Yeah.
people have lost their jobs. A lot of people have passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So it is important to know about these resources. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If it can help financially pay for a funeral, pay for
Yeah.
costs, pay for a burial, these things are good to know.
Yeah.
And from the article, it's just saying that a lot of people, from all the deaths related to COVID,
Mm.
it should be more people utilizing this fund.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I definitely agree. And you know what? Like how they said, this something that should be put out there. While you and I both working in the hospitals, I think this is something that the social workers should be telling the families about so
right,
that they'll know that they can help with these funeral costs, because I never knew about this till you're saying this. So,
right,
and
yeah,
especially like this has been around, this variant or whatever, this virus for 2 years. How long has this program even been in place that people don't know about it?
right, right, yeah. It said that it was in effect since the first case of COVID was discovered back in January
Oh,
of
wow.
2020.
Mm.
So it says to be eligible for reimbursement, it does
Mm.
say that death certificates for those who died after May 16 of 2020 must indicate that the death was attributed to COVID-19. So the death
Oh.
has to be COVID-19 related. It says
Mm-hmm.
for deaths that occurred in the early months of the pandemic from January 20th to May 16th, death certificates must be accompanied with a signed statement from a medical examiner or the certifying official listed on the certificate indicating that COVID-19 was the cause of death. So they do say that documents have to be received and verified. It typically takes about 30 days to determine if an individual is eligible.
Mm-hmm.
According to FEMA, it says once they're eligible, their eligibility is confirmed. Applicants must request direct deposit. The money deposit may receive the money in a matter of days. It may take longer for applicants who
Mm-hmm.
request a check. So
Yeah.
for this particular family that I read the article on,
Mm.
they were saying that it helped them tremendously.
Wow.
Um,
That's
because it was
great.
unexpected. I don't know. They didn't say how old the the
Mm-hmm.
son-in-law was, but they did. It said that it helped them tremendously.
Yeah.
With burial, it took a lot of stress off of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, so it's
Yeah.
important to know about these resources out here. If you can take advantage of them,
Yeah.
I would take advantage. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Definitely. Yes. Thanks for spreading that word, honey. Because you know how we is, especially in the Black community. Yeah, we got to get together. We got to make
Okay.
some phone calls. Can you
Yeah,
do
put our
something?
money together. Mm-hmm.
Right. At
'Cause
least people gonna do something if they know they gonna get their money back. They more willing to give more or can give more. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like I
right.
was gonna give 100, but they say I'm gonna get my money back, so I'm gonna give two. So
Right. Because funeral costs can be expensive.
it's very
So a
expensive.
lot of
Even if
times
you,
people aren't financially prepared.
hmm
Yeah, a lot of times people aren't financially prepared to deal with funeral costs and arrangements and what all comes with it.
yeah, yes, definitely, yeah. Even if you got insurance, sometimes it's still not enough. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
I don't need nothing fancy, y'all. Just
You
sing
say
me
you
a
don't
good
want to.
old song, y'all. I love my music. Just take me on out with a good song, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah. So my next one is, this is crazy. Initially, I was going to talk about 2 COVID stories, but I found this article and this is just crazy. So on December 11th, a 29-year-old man by the name of Peter Spence, he was shot and killed in Pennsylvania. His family fears it's a modern day lynching. He was shot 9 times. Okay. So he was shot, 9 times, 6 times in the chest, 2 times in the buttocks, and lastly, they're trying to figure out if he was shot in the mouth or if he was shot in the neck and then the bullet went out through his mouth. So his pregnant fiance had dropped him off at a cabin. A man that he used to work with contacted him about a hunting trip on via Snapchat, and I guess he was like, okay, he would go or whatever. So basically, when she went to go pick him up the next day, he was deceased. Okay. It says the Black Political Empowerment Project wants answers because no charges have been filed. Pennsylvania police said that a 25-year-old man was taken into custody and multiple guns were located at the scene, but no charges have been filed. And the man was taken into custody. He claimed that it was self-defense. How the hell was that self-defense and you was shot that many times?
Girl.
That, to me, like, when I'm thinking about you shot in the buttocks, wouldn't that mean that he was running away?
Right, it was from behind.
Yeah, that was like my thought. You know what I'm saying? So, police said the investigation. Huh?
Where was this at?
Pennsylvania, girl. Police said the investigation is ongoing pending autopsy results, toxicology reports, ballistic reports, and lab reports. Once the investigation is complete, the district attorney's office will review the case and all reports to make a recommendation on charges, police said. State police also said the department's Heritage Affairs team is now involved. The team is responsible for, in part, preventing and responding to hate or bias-related crimes. First of all, this man should be in jail, okay?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm sorry, like, and even if he, like, okay, what was his bond? You know what I'm saying? They didn't state that in the article, but come on, now, how was that self-defense? I have a hard time with this, like, that many times, and it really takes me back. This is a old movie. I don't know if you ever saw it or heard of it, but Ice-T played in this. This one, Ice-T had the long, like, I think, dreads or something. Maybe that was a wig. Yeah, he played in a movie. And
he played. I'm about to say, I seen him in no dreads.
yeah, it was, I don't know if it was a movie or if it was his real hair. I don't know, girl.
New Jack
But this was a long time ago, girl. I don't know.
Oh, this is not New Jack City, is it?
No, It was I think this movie was called I think this movie was called like The Survivor's Game or something, but they was literally hunting him. These white people was hunting Ice-T, like he was like the prey, like how they be out hunting deer and elk and buffalo and all those animals. They tricked him and they was hunting him. So this actually takes me back to this, like, did they call this man out here and they was hunting him or something like that? Like shooting him like live prey? Like, I don't know. That's just the initial thing that comes to my mind. Like, that made me think about that too. Cause remember when like when Tariq went to go, hunting with Brad, for our power people, when he went out there hunting with Braden or whatever, and they shot him. My initial thought, like, okay, so you finna shoot him because he's the black man, you know? That was my thought. And that's what makes me think about this, because I don't see how you could shoot somebody that many times. Like, And it's like nobody's getting arrested, nobody's getting charged. Like, what does, I mean, I know you got to do a full report, but what does toxicology have to do per se with this? Even if he had drugs in his system, what type of person gets shot 9 times? You know what I'm saying? So he had to be running away at some point, and then you shot him face forward too. So I don't understand that.
Yeah, it
I
sounds
don't.
more intentional to me, not self-defense.
Exactly. So that's terrible. I think they say he was a Jamaican immigrant, so he's come over here to have a better life, and this man is dead. Terrible. I don't see how these people are still getting away with this stuff.
Girl.
But yeah, sad. But yeah. So what you get?
So my next story is about Dr. Dre. So y'all know Dr. Dre, he's a hip hop legend, a rapper, a mogul. And he recently got divorced from his wife. I don't even know how long they was married. I think they was married for a long time. But he pays his wife ex-wife $100 million in the divorce settlement. It says that Dr. Dre, it said that he's actually delighted his ex-wife, Nicole Young, is only getting a fraction of his estate. According to TMZ, Dr. Dre and Nicole's property settlement agreement was finalized, which entails him paying $50 million now and $50 million a year from now. However, his Dr. Dre's estate net worth is, you know how much his net worth is?
How much? $1 billion? What?
$820 million. Okay, so that ain't nothing to him. He like, here, you go ahead and take this. Okay.
Wow.
It says, but at the end of the divorce, it says that Dr. Dre, he gets to keep 7 of the properties that they own.
7.
Including the Malibu home, 2 homes in Calabasas, 4 properties in LA, including an $100 million Brentwood estate. It says he's also allowed to own the full rights of his master recording, trademarks, interest in various partnerships and trusts. He also keeps all of his Apple stocks, which includes the proceeds from the sales of Beats by Dre. So he's like, this $100 million, girl, go ahead, you can keep that. Okay. He's like, I got all this over here. That ain't nothing to him. That's like 10 cents to him.
Man.
Okay. But that's a lot. 100 to me, I mean, to him, to her, you know what I'm saying? That may not seem like a lot, but $100 million?
No.
Like,
like, I don't know. She said he probably beat her butt. He probably did. Yes, he probably did. But you know what? I'm sorry. Like, that's all great for her, but like Rick Ross said, bitch, you wasn't with me on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't with him in that recording studio. Them long nights in there, you know, making up them songs, making up them beats and stuff. Like, I don't feel like she entitled to that. I don't.
I don't know how long I didn't look that up. They've been married for a long time though, but
yeah, but I'm sorry, like,
especially when she does have her own. She has a career herself, right?
Yeah, she's a lawyer.
Right.
She's a lawyer. I'm sorry. Like, you get a meal. Gone, girl. And then, like, the stuff that I had initially saw, like, her request, like, she has to maintain. Lisa said, I bet she was in the beginning. What, in the studio with him? She probably was a side chick. That's how I feel. Because you know how they be in that studio, baby. But I'm sorry, like that's why. I mean, did they even have a prenup or something?
I think they did have a prenup.
Yeah, that's.
I think they
But
did
see,
have a prenup.
that's the tricky thing too about those prenups. It's like whatever you have before the marriage, but whatever's occurred during the marriage, then they are liable for, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but her request for some of that stuff like mandatory, like I have to have my dry cleaning done every month or something like that. I saw.
You gotta put some clothes in the washing machine. Keep them.
Um,
But that's
mm,
how women, you know, I mean, not just women, but that's how a lot of people, you know, celebrities think like they have to maintain this lifestyle that they had for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? They
mm,
probably couldn't even imagine going back to when maybe they didn't have money or, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
before they was living that rich lifestyle. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So they be
mm-hmm,
like, I gotta maintain, I gotta keep this up. I gotta keep the kids
yeah,
in the private school. I gotta keep, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Driving a Tesla and all this stuff.
yeah. She raised his kids. She probably had them kids off with them sitters somewhere and put up with his life. But she knew what type of guy she was. She deserves more. I don't think so, Lisa. I don't think so.
I
Because
mean,
first of all,
you getting 50 million now, 50 million next year. Like, and she's an attorney, so she making money herself.
hmm yeah, she know what she doing. She knew what kind of guy she was getting involved with in the first place. Come on
Right.
now. He a
But
hood
Dr.
guy.
Ray don't seem faded by it. He like, okay, bye. This your money. I'm gonna keep these 8 properties over here.
Mhm.
My $820 million estate. Like,
Yeah. Why they be needing so many houses though?
I
Just
don't know. That
like,
is a lot. It say 4 properties in LA, 2 homes in Calabasas, one in Malibu, a Brentwood estate.
hmm,
That's about six, 7, 8
yeah.
homes.
Girl, just give me,
Uh,
and then they all in California. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
told you, just give me a little condo in Detroit. You know, let me keep some here in Illinois and maybe Florida. And then I did tell Lisa Texas now, maybe, you know, go down that way for the winter.
Right. At least their property is good capital and invest.
That's true. But you know, each house is probably decked out to the
Okay. I know
garage.
this water bill be high.
Yeah.
I be thinking about stuff like that. Water bill, electric bill. I be thinking like, how much this gonna cost? No, you gotta
Right.
turn that washing machine off.
Okay.
Oh
Girl,
no, this
my
water
mama
bill
used
is
to be
too
like
high.
that. She'd be like, everybody getting their clothes washed at the same time. We is
Okay.
not washing separate loads. My water bill gonna be
Mhm.
too high. I'm like,
Yeah, you gotta fill that washing machine up. Don't put no little half a load up in there. Yeah.
yes, girl.
But
Yeah, but kudos to her. So, I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm gonna get my
I
own gift.
do wanna uh can we do the winner thing? Announce the
Okay.
giveaway winner
Yeah,
on here. Cause my battery is kind of
I'm gonna get you.
low. I need another phone. But
So she just doing the comment picker. Let's see who gonna get this cash giveaway. And hopefully this winner responds. If not, then we put out 2 good attempts to get a winner.
yeah,
And then we'll comment on Facebook, I mean on YouTube under the winner's name. And then they
yeah.
have 48 hours to respond.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show this to you.
Okay.
But But we're still using comment picker like we used last time. So I'm gonna click start.
Okay.
So the winter is, oh Lord, I don't know.
I can't see. Oh, I don't know what that is.
That says Aziza Bella's vlog. So Aziza, you were picked for the winner. I will put this on our YouTube page. And you do have, 48 hours to respond to receive your giveaway gift.
Yes.
So I just wanted to get that out of the way.
No. How much battery you got left on there? Is we gonna cut off?
No.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay. Well, that's all. I did want to just put
Oh,
picture before.
okay. Well, I got one more story. So a string of robberies have been reported at the Crown Plaza Midtown Hotel in Atlanta on West
Mm-hmm.
Peachtree. Each victim stated that they locked their door, but the thieves are making their way in while they are sleeping. Okay?
What?
Yes, stealing money and valuables. One victim stated that he awoke to an unknown male wearing a mask and no shirt standing in his room.
What?
Another victim says that her credit cards were stolen while she was sleeping. And another victim said after a night out, her bag with money and belongings were missing. The bag was eventually recovered in another hotel room, but the
What?
items, of course, were gone. The hotel issued a statement that they are working with law enforcement to resolve the issues and that they have 24-hour security. Well, guess what, boo? It ain't working.
How does these people get into the doggone house, into the place?
They making these cards. Lisa said that happened to her coworker in California. That's
What?
crazy. Can you just imagine you're sleeping and somebody is standing in your room? They're like,
That's
somebody is
crazy.
definitely, they need to revamp their whole staff at that. I'm sorry, you may have not been a part of it, but you gotta go. They need to revamp their whole staff because they're obviously making duplicate keys. And
Right.
somebody's in, like, you going in, we gonna get it. I remember a long time ago, we was having a hotel party.
Mm-hmm.
And we had got a room, right?
Uh-huh.
My friend, she was with me, right? Because we was
Mm-hmm.
setting up, gonna set up for the party. The room that we was about to go into, my friend, she said, wait a minute. She said, I hear a TV on in here. I said, girl, what are you talking about? She was like, no, let's knock first. We knocked and somebody was in that room. Can you imagine if we would have slipped that key in that room and this man was
Girl.
in there, like doing God knows what? Then when
Mm-hmm.
they gave us another hotel room, this room had no curtains. It didn't have anything in the room. We had to go down there again. So I know accidents can happen, but this right here, this is definitely a setup for real. Like, that's
Right.
crazy. So when I go back to Atlanta, I know I will not be staying at the Crown Plaza Midtown on West Peachtree, okay? Sorry,
Okay.
ATL.
Right. I'm gonna keep a mental log of that.
Okay. Thank God we were safe when we went down there. But you would think too, like the Crown Plaza, I think that's like a really nice hotel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even if you stand in a flea bucket, you still shouldn't have to awaken to somebody standing in your freaking room. And then this person, Bo, he didn't got a shirt on. You got your face covered, but you ain't got your body covered.
Right. Like, do they got cameras or something there where they can see what's going on?
They should, because they should have saw where this person entered in. You know, did they go to the front desk? Did they just go up to the elevators? And where did they go and follow him out to security? You know what I'm saying? To the parking lot, to his car or something. This is too many incidents. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, that's definitely a setup. So, y'all be safe out there, ATL. Yes. Yeah. Did you have another story?
Yeah, I have my last one was girl, these PPP loans, child. So it says Baby Blue. If y'all don't know, Baby Blue is one of the members of Pretty Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
He was sentenced to almost 2 years in prison on one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, while the singer was accused of filing false loan applications for financial assistance as part of the y'all know the PPP coronavirus aid thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, according to multiple outlets, the singer, whose real name is Diamond Blue Smith, was handed a 20-month sentence that reported that the South Florida artist falsified paperwork to obtain PPP loans totaling $24 million. It said that he admitted that he lied on the application to gain over $400,000. But then he went back and filed for another PPP loan, girl, after that, child.
Mm-mm.
These people are like, what is wrong with you? Like, you didn't have no other way to make income. You had to falsify documents to do it.
Girl.
Yeah. It says he is ordered to surrender at the institution designated by the Bureau of Prisons before or on February 7th, 2022. It says he must pay, girl, this number, so he got to pay over $1 million back in restitution. And then another million in forfeiture, in addition to $100 assessment fee.
Oh, wow.
So not only does he have to do 20 months, he got to pay like $2 million back in
Wow.
restitution.
And he gotta pay back that other money too, that 24 mil that he got too?
It say 1 million for restitution and then another million for forfeiture. I don't know if I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
that right.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the nigga, like, but then it's like it said that he admitted that he lied on the application loan. So why did y'all let him go back and file another one? Like, wouldn't that have been a red light?
Girl, he down there paying somebody to be like, don't prove me. I give you something out of it. That's crazy. I mean, I don't see him making it in prison because they've been singing since they was teenagers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him doing no prison stint, honey. And it's 20 months. So
Yeah, pretty much.
almost 2 years. Like,
Yeah, almost.
I don't see, I don't know how he gonna make out. I don't know how that's gonna work out for him, girl. That's great. And it's like, don't your brother teach you how to, what's spectacular? He got a class on how to make some money. Why he ain't
Right,
trying to
he a
follow him?
million. Right,
Right. He should have
that's
hollered
what I'm
at
saying.
him.
Like, there was right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're already like in that celebrity, life. Like, there was no other alternatives for you to use to actually make profitable income. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
real income.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, you
Lisa
had to
says
do that.
Lisa says a club fed a regular. Shoot, I don't know, but it's still he gonna be still locked up, and you ain't gonna be able to live that type of life that you used to just being out. You know what I'm saying? And about.
Right.
It's crazy. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
feel like they have more resources, these celebrities, on ways that they can make money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of us don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People come to them
Right.
with opportunities all the time.
Right.
And
Right.
I
And
think
then
he
it said
really
that
did.
you say what?
He really did have some businesses. He just put in that fake income, you know?
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. But it said also said that he used the money for like gambling. At the Hard Rock Casino in Florida.
That is crazy.
I don't know. I wonder. I don't know. Like when these celebrities start making money, more than likely they didn't grow up like this. You know what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
probably grew up from humble beginnings where they didn't have money,
Yeah.
so
Uh-huh.
they don't know how to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just
Yeah.
flushing the money down the drain. Like
Mhm.
is it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
I just
crazy.
I just rather stay in my lane. He just had that baby too, so he gonna be missing out on part of that baby life and stuff, you know. Mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
it's like people need to start making better decisions. Like, don't just think about like the instant gratification. Think about long term. Like, if I use
Exactly.
it,
Exactly. Yep.
I could go to
All right.
jail.
I'm going to jail. I
So
can't
it's
do
like
jail.
now maybe it ain't worth it.
Yeah, it's not at all. I know I can't do no prison stint, honey.
You know?
Not at all. No, thank you.
That's
This
crazy.
this is prison being in this house and I can't travel the way I want to, let alone being in cramped. No,
Yeah,
thank you. I'm cool. So
yeah.
yeah. But thank you to everybody that joined our live. I had so much fun with y'all today.
Yeah, we had a lot of people pop in and out, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yes. So I had, hey, who was that?
Hey,
Designs.
Marion.
Yeah.
Marion is the one, she made my bracelets, remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah. 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 I had so much fun. So we will repost this live on our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. Make sure you comment down below and let us know what you think. You can always share our live via YouTube. And what else? Oh, and if you have a business that you want to
Yeah.
promote, just hit us up and let us know. I'm looking forward to next month. We have the relator, Sydney, coming on. He's going to be talking about his non-for-profit. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. So
Hmm.
yeah. Anything
Yeah.
else
And
you
then
want?
did you realize like this is our last live of 2021?
Oh yeah.
This is
I
our
keep
last
forgetting.
live.
Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
Huh?
Man, I said I keep forgetting tomorrow's New Year's Eve. It's just like I'm just living every day like, okay, it's tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Friday. No,
Right.
yeah, I used to be out in the streets, honey.
Yeah.
Me, Maxine, Chanel, we be out in them streets going somewhere. Yeah, but I'm gonna be in the house though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, laying
Me
low, but
too.
I don't know. I mean, I guess well, I ain't gonna say I guess. I'm excited for the new year to know that God has blessed me to be able to make it through this pandemic as well as my family, my friends. My mom is still here, 82. She hasn't gotten sick or had the virus. I haven't had it that I know of, so knock on wood. Y'all hear me
Mhm.
knocking, right?
But yeah,
But
it's been
yeah.
a blast. This is our last live.
Yes. Episode 10 too. It worked out
Mm-hmm.
perfectly. Yes. So yeah, well, I guess Happy New Year to everybody that's going to see this.
Yeah.
And we wish y'all much luck, joy, love, and success in 2022.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only gonna get better.
Yes, I know it is for us, honey. We got a lot of stuff in store. It's kicking off. It's going down, okay?
Yes, yes. Our season 2 will be starting soon, so y'all all make sure y'all look out for that because we are doing season 2 of our podcast. So y'all just stay tuned, keep following, keep sharing, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll let y'all know.
Yes. So, okay, guys.
All
Happy.
right. So happy New Year's, y'all.
Okay. See you next year.